My gay best friend leaked my sister's pics on the dark web because I refused his demand. I'm still in shock from what just happened. My gay best friend, Alex, has completely betrayed me, and I need to share this crazy and heartbreaking story. Alex and I have been friends since high school. We've been through a lot together, and I've always had his back. Recently, Alex started asking me to lend him my car. At first, it seemed harmless. He said he needed it to impress his boyfriend Ryan, who's extremely wealthy. I didn't think much of it and agreed to let Alex use the car a couple of times. However, every time Alex borrowed the car, something would get damaged. Once it was the side mirror, another time it was the bumper. It was getting frustrating, but I didn't want to rock the boat. I kept fixing the car and letting him use it because I didn't want to cause a rift in our friendship. But when Alex asked to borrow the car again, I had to draw the line. I explained that I couldn't afford to keep repairing it and needed it for myself. Alex didn't take it well. He got really angry and started giving me the cold shoulder. I thought maybe he'd cool down, but things only got worse. Then, out of nowhere, I began receiving messages from an anonymous account on social media. They were warning me that my sister's 21F private photos had been leaked onto the dark web. I was horrified. I immediately went to my sister, and she was distraught. The photos weren't explicit, just personal images, but seeing them spread online was a nightmare. I was desperate to find out who was behind this, and realized Alex was the only person who had been around my family and had access to those photos. When I confronted him, he first tried to deny it, but when I pressed harder, he finally admitted it. Alex confessed that he had leaked the photos as revenge for me refusing to lend him the car. He said he wanted to show off to Ryan that he could have nice things too, even if it meant crossing the line and causing harm to my family. I was devastated. Not only had Alex violated my sister's privacy, but he had also put her at risk. The betrayal felt like a punch to the gut. I'm now trying to get those photos removed from the dark web, but I know it's a tough battle. I'm also torn about whether to involve the police. Part of me wants to seek justice, but I'm worried it might make things worse for my sister if this becomes public. I'm overwhelmed with guilt and anger. I trusted Alex, and now I'm dealing with the fallout of his actions. What would you do in my situation? Should I go to the authorities or try to handle this privately? After discovering that Alex had leaked my sister's private photos on the dark web, I was overwhelmed. I decided to take action to protect my sister and deal with the fallout. Here's how things played out. Taking legal action, I consulted with a lawyer about the situation. Although I was hesitant at first, I realized that going to the police was necessary to hold Alex accountable and get those photos taken down. My lawyer advised me on the steps to take and helped me file a report. We also worked with cybercrime experts to try to remove the photos from the dark web. It's been a lengthy process, but we made progress. Addressing the damage, I had to be upfront with my sister about everything. She was hurt and scared, but we worked through it together. We reached out to a counselor to help her cope with the emotional impact. The support from our family and friends has been invaluable during this time. Dealing with Alex after the police report was filed, Alex reached out to apologize, claiming he was overwhelmed by jealousy and frustration. He said he deeply regretted his actions and wanted to make amends. While part of me wanted to hear him out, I couldn't ignore the fact that he had violated my sister's privacy and betrayed our trust. I decided to cut all ties with him. There was no way to repair the damage, and I needed to focus on my sister's well-being. Moving forward, we're still dealing with the consequences, but we're slowly rebuilding our lives. My sister is finding ways to move past this, and I'm more vigilant about protecting our privacy. I've learned a hard lesson about trust and boundaries. Thank you all for your support and advice. It's been a rough journey, but we're getting through it. If you've experienced something similar or have any thoughts on handling betrayal and privacy violations, please share in the comments. If you found this update helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to see your support and to know you're following along. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that red button. And what's your advice for moving on after a betrayal? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.